More developments now in the murder investigation of that UnitedHealthcare executive in Manhattan this week. We saw images of it all week now. Police are releasing these photos from a hostel on the Upper West Side of a person they say is, quote, wanted for questioning in connection with the shooting. Join us right now for more on the manhunt in New York City. Mayor Eric Adams. Mr. Mayor, thank you for joining us this morning. This is an event and images that have shaken the city to its core, especially the business community that I think is now more worried than ever about their own security. Tell us about sort of where this investigation stands, and then we'll dig into maybe some of the broader implications.
Thank you, and good to see you again. We're asking every New Yorker and American to look at the picture, the photo, and to assist us. If you know him, if his face looks familiar, please reach out to our law enforcement agencies here or your local law enforcement agencies so that we can bring this person to justice and remove him off the streets of our country. This was amazing police work here. This was a fully masked individual, and because of our video surveillance system in this city, we were able to track him and get these videos, these photos that you see right now. It was not an easy task. Within just a few hours, the men and women of our law enforcement entities are going to bring this person to justice.
Mr. Mayor, can you tell us, is there any new progress that we don't know about beyond these images which have now been brought to the public in terms of where this investigation stands? Any suspects that you feel like you are closing in on or have a better insight into?
Yes, and there's a lot of new information that our detectives and other law enforcement entities were able to find based on their good old-fashioned police work.
Right.
But as you know, there's a level of sensitivity that you don't want to do anything that's going to endanger the investigation or to tip off the suspect. We will have a full briefing when this person is brought to justice.
Mr. Mayor, do you have any sense? I mean, the speculation, as you know, that's rampant is that this is the result of this gentleman's job and that he was targeted as a result of working in this insurance industry, potentially, and that this was targeted as a result of that, as opposed to some kind of family squabble or some other event. The reason I ask this is we're on a business network. There's a lot of business executives that are watching, and I think asking the question, how safe are they?
Yeah, and I think your question is a good question. And, you know, there's a balance here that I want to strike to, number one, ensure that all of the business people in this city, this is the Empire State, and we build empires here. This is the safest big city in America. And I know that an incident like this will strike at the core of that title that we have. But this city is a safe city. We have an amazing police force, and they continue to have drove down crime the entire time that I've been in office. And so we're going to continue to ensure that safety with the omnipresence of our uniformed police officers and some of the tools that you don't see. But at the same time, as I want to ensure their safety, I do not want to do anything at all that's going to hamper the investigation and the apprehension of the person responsible for this crime.
Okay, I got a more complicated one for you, Mr. Mayor, which is, you know, a lot of executives, senior executives, have what's called executive protection. That's the sort of parlance for the industry. Executive protection when you have a bodyguard or somebody who walks with you where you go. There are some people, big name billionaires that you know, who walk around this city completely on their own, without any protection of any sort. There are others that may have even a lower profile that do have that protection for lots of different reasons. How do you think folks should feel about that?
Well, I think our personal protection is a personal decision. You have not only those who are business executives, as you indicated, we have a high list of A-list celebrities and sports figures. But the beauty of New York City, you can actually blend right into the entire atmosphere of the city. I saw a photo the other day of Manning saying that this is the first time he took the subway system, because our subway system is the safest in almost always over 14 years. When you in New York, everyday New York is a hustling, bustling, going on with their daily lives, that they're not focusing on individuals, and people should go on and continue to live their lives. I think it was just mentioned that we're one of the #1 tourist destinations for 2025. This just goes to show you, no other American city was on that list. This is still an exciting place to live, to entertain, and to raise healthy children and families because we are safe.